Hey guys, I'm Melissa. I am a registered dietitian and welcome back to my channel. Today we are talking about my fall, winter, current favorites. So I'm just gonna tell you about all the things that I have been loving over the last month or so. I think my last favorites video was probably about 2 months ago. So kind of what I've been loving throughout fall and going into winter. So yeah, let's get started. My first favorite is the Bare Minerals Original Powder Foundation. So it just looks like these, just like kind of your typical like loose powder foundation. I am in the shade Light Beige 09. And yeah, a friend of mine actually gave this to me and I have loved it so much. I pretty much use this when I don't really feel like wearing makeup, when I don't feel like getting like totally made up and stuff, because it's such a light, it feels so light on your skin. I would say it's like a light to medium coverage, but I think more than anything, it just evens out your skin so nicely. And it's really strange because it's not totally matte, like a powder you would think would look powdery on your face, but this doesn't at all. And yeah, I've just been really loving this for kind of light makeup days. My second beauty favorite is this Pixi by Petra Lower Lash Mascara, which I kind of always thought a lower lash mascara was just like a massive waste of money because you can just use your regular mascara, which is kind of true, but this makes it so much easier. Let's see if I can show you. This is what, I don't think it's gonna focus. If you can get an idea, this is how small the brush is, which is just crazy. It just makes it so much easier to get your lower lashes, and this tiny brush just grabs all the lashes without getting it all over the bottom of your eyes. And yeah, it's just really good. I'm really glad I decided to get this. My last makeup favorite is what I'm wearing on my lips right now. It is the Maybelline Superstay Matte Ink, and this is the color Voyager. I got this at Target just kind of on a whim. I wanted a nice dark lipstick, and so I went for this one, and I really like it. It is a little bit patchy, I will say, but if you just go over your lips with a second coat, then it's totally fine. This stuff does not budge. I wore it to work the other day and it stayed on my entire shift, stayed on perfectly well. I was drinking water, I was drinking tea, nothing ever transferred. And then I came home and I ate some vegetable curry, and then I didn't look in the mirror for like an hour or so. I just kind of figured that my lipstick was all gone. I wasn't trying to, you know, be careful or anything. And then I looked in the mirror like an hour later and my lipstick was still perfectly on. So I was very impressed. And it's not too drying. It's a little bit like sticky, just a little bit, but I feel like for the price, you cannot beat this. Moving on to like a skincare bathing favorite. This is the Slope and Glory Smoothie Star Oat Sugar and Shea Breakfast Scrub. And this is what it looks like. Oh my gosh, I have never smelled anything as good as this smells. It is actually insane how good this smells. You honestly just want to eat it. It honestly just smells like a bunch of brown sugar. It says it has obviously the oat sugar and shea, and then it has bananas, almonds, and honey extract. It's honestly amazing. I actually got this for my birthday in April, but I had like another scrub that I was kind of finishing up, so I hadn't like really used this until somewhat recently, and it's so good. And also a little of this goes a really long way. So this tub is gonna last me forever. Oh, it says it's a maple scent. I think it smells like brown sugar. I guess it smells like maple. So if you are into body scrubs, this is definitely one to get. I just have to smell it one more time. Oh, it smells so good. I actually only have one like clothing favorite this month, or this video, whatever. And it is these loafers. I got these at Target, so they were only like $24.99 or something like that. And I've been loving these. I did not like the whole loafer trend at first, but then I started to really like it, and then I really want And then I really wanted a pair, but I didn't want to spend a fortune on them because I wasn't sure how much I would wear them. And then I spotted these at Target and they were perfect. And I like that they're slide on because they are super comfortable. You're not gonna get blisters on your heels or anything like that. And I feel like they're just a really good way to kind of dress up an outfit a little bit. Like I feel like you could wear leggings and a sweater and then wear these and it instantly makes it a little bit more fashionable. But yeah, so I have been loving these. For food favorites, I don't have either of them with me to show you, of course, but I have two favorite recipes that I've been loving over the last month or so. The first one is one that I made on a Meatless Monday probably 2 months ago at this point, and I've made it like 2 or 3 more times since then, and it is a butternut squash galette. I don't know how you pronounce it. But it is so good. It's basically just like you make a little dough and then there's roasted butternut squash and there's caramelized onions and a little bit of cheese and you put that in the dough and then you fold it over. I'll put a picture and I'll link the recipe below obviously, but it is so, so good and the perfect Meatless Monday treat. And we've just been having it with like some roasted vegetables on the side and it's really filling and it's nice and packed with vegetables and it's amazing. The second recipe is stuffed acorn squash. So I never actually had an acorn squash before, and then I got one in my produce box, so I had to use it and I love it. I don't know, for some reason I think it tastes way different than other squash. It's kind of like sweeter, like in between a regular squash and like a butternut squash. And anyways, I've been making it stuffed with like sweet Italian sausage and apple and caramelized onion, and it's so, so good. I've made it a couple times. It's super easy actually and really filling and just so delicious, and I feel like very comforting for the cold weather, so I will also link that recipe below. All right, I feel like the random category is the largest category this time, but we're just gonna go with it. So I actually have 3 candle favorites, which seems excessive, but I did mean to talk about 2 of these in my last favorites video and I forgot. So I just wanted to mention them today. The first 2 are from Bath & Body Works, and the first one is this mahogany apple candle, and it smells like a well-groomed man. If that might sound weird, but it just smells like a very well-groomed man. Like it's very woody and cologne-y, and it does have that hint of sweetness from the apple, but it's not overwhelming. And I've been loving this, and I feel like it's kind of a year-round scent. The next one's definitely a fall scent, but I've still been burning it a little bit, and it's this sweet cinnamon pumpkin. And I normally go for like the super sweet scent, like pumpkin cupcake and pumpkin cookie, but I feel like I've kind of grown out of those scents. But this sweet cinnamon pumpkin one is the perfect in between of sweetness, and it mostly smells like kind of spicy because of the cinnamon. So this has been my favorite fall candle this year. And then this candle is honestly probably my favorite candle of all time, and I'm super excited that it's time to be burning it again. Mine's almost empty, so I need a new one, but it's this pomegranate and spruce candle. So this one I actually got at Target. It's by a brand called Vineyard Hill. The first year I got it from Paper Source, and then I ran out of that one, and then I saw this one in Target and it smells exactly the same as the one I got from Paper Source. So anyways, this one is from last year. I really hope they have it again this year because it's almost empty. But this is honestly my favorite candle ever. It smells like a Christmas tree, but then it also has that sweetness from the pomegranate. So it's not just like straight spruce. I honestly don't know how you couldn't like this scent. It is amazing. Major music favorite has been Reputation by Taylor Swift. I know everyone has very strong opinions about Taylor Swift, but I personally love her. I've always loved her. I think she's incredibly talented, and I was a little worried that I wouldn't like this album, but I actually love it. I like it way more than I thought I would. The first time I listened to it through, I was like, it's okay. But then as I kept listening to it, I was like, oh, actually, I really like it. A lot of the songs really grew on me. There's only 1 or 2 songs I'm not crazy about. But my favorites, I really love Call It What You Want To. I love Don't Blame Me. I love New Year's Day. I love Gorgeous. Oh, I love Getaway Car. Those are my favorites. Oh, I like Delicate too. So I like a lot of them. But yeah, I think it's a really good album. And I'm still listening to it. So that's a good sign, I guess, right? My podcast favorite is a podcast called Dirty John. And I guess it's like kind of true crime. I don't know how you would categorize it, because it's not like, it's nothing like My Favorite Murder or something like that. It's basically the story of a guy who is not who he says he is. I'll just say that. I was a little worried I wouldn't like it because I feel like it has gotten all the hype that S-Town got, and I honestly wasn't that huge of a fan of S-Town. I didn't think it was as great as everyone said it was. But Dirty John is so good. From the first episode, I was hooked. It's so good. So I would highly suggest you listen to it. The whole season is out now, so you can listen to it all the way through, and I feel like pretty much anyone would like it. So you should try it. And then finally, my TV show favorite. It is another thing that gets all the hype, and that is Stranger Things. I had not watched Stranger Things because I hate scary movies, scary shows. I just can't do it. And I thought it would be too scary for me. But then everyone was saying it was so good, and the second season came out, and I was like, you know what? Let's just try it. And it is 100% worth the hype. It's my favorite show that I've watched in a really long time. The second season was so good. We watched the last couple episodes on an airplane, and I was literally gripping my tray table and like silently yelling at the screen. The last like 2 or 3 episodes of the second season are just, they're so suspenseful and so good. And if you're like me and you don't like scary stuff, I assure you it is not scary at all. It's not even, I mean, it's more like sci-fi-y. I don't even find it that dark. Like I didn't need to like stop and watch something funny or take breaks in between episodes or anything like that. So I highly suggest Stranger Things. If you're not watching it because you think it's so hyped up, I assure you it is worth the hype. All right, and that is all of my fall winter favorites. Let me know what you have been loving in the comments down below if you think there's anything I should try. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, and please subscribe if you have not already. And yeah, I will see you in the next video. Bye.